Okay, this sounds crazy. You're thinking, sure, the kig-yar look like dinosaurs, but they're aliens. How could they possibly be descended from them? Well, it's simple. The precursors. In Primordium, the Didact likened the head of the primordial to a sea scorpion, with some details given that they were apparently, quote-unquote, seeded on many worlds, presumably by the precursors. Sea scorpions, not to be confused with any actual aquatic arachnids like Brontoscorpio, were a group of arthropods more formally known as Eurypterids. They lived from approximately 460 to 250 million years ago. So, we know the precursors moved wildlife around different planets. The Forerunners wiped them out around 10 million years ago, so they were very much around during the entire Mesozoic era, the reign of the dinosaurs. My idea is that perhaps some dromaeosaurids or other extremely bird-like dinosaurs like troodontids, or even some avialans like Balaurbandak, were taken to the Ideo system by the precursors at some point during the Cretaceous, when large feathered dinosaurs, coelurosaurids, had become prevalent. They were able to thrive on Iane, and eventually the genus Lathrunus came into existence there. Some possible evidence to my theory is that in Mortal Dictata, the main Tvaoan character, whose name I can't remember, finds it interesting that humans adopted a bird as the symbol for the UNSC, despite not being descended from them like the kig-yar. We know for a fact that birds originated on Earth, since we have documented their evolution from dinosaurs very well. It's highly doubtful that the Jackals developed a taxonomic system similar to our own Linnaean system, so it's unlikely that they define a bird the same way as we do. So possibly anything in the clade Menaraptora could apply as a bird to them, which brings me to my next point. They really resemble some dinosaurs, specifically saurischians, specifically theropods, specifically coelurosaurids, specifically Menaraptorans. You may know them as, well, raptors. That digitigrade stance, quills, their jaws, all of that. But, some of you more paleontologically inclined viewers might say, Menaraptorans were fully feathered, and jackals aren't. Well, you're right, but as the line in Dictata implies, their ancestors probably were. No reason to believe that some environmental stresses on Iane couldn't have them reform the trait of scales, as has been done on the feet of most birds. This skeletal diagram by Dr. Halsey is very insightful into their biology. However, it also brings some difficulty to this hypothesis. There's not enough fenestrae, or holes in the skull, no gastralia, there's a lack of a sclerotic ring, the hips are very different, and the hand morphology is even more so. However, there's no reason to believe that with at least 65 million years on Iane, these traits couldn't have arisen. I mean, look how different our morphology is from our ancestors in the Cretaceous. And I mean, look how different the current variations of jackal subspecies are. The scientists presented with these skulls would be hesitant to classify them within the same family, let alone species. This points to an extremely elastic genotype, easily explaining those morphological differences from the dinosaurs on Earth. So, there's my Halo hypothesis. I might make this a series if I can think of enough topics. Feel free to give your thoughts on this idea in the comments. Thank you for watching.